The baby is really upset and wants to be held by mom. So I guess she's gonna be in my first vlog. Can you say hi? Say hi. No? Okay. Well, I'm starting this blog because it's come to my attention that a lot of people in the world, people I know, people I don't know, have a lot of anxiety, depression, things of that nature, lots of mental illnesses that they don't talk about. They don't talk about it. They don't think that they should take medication for those things because they think that she's gonna tell you all about it. They think that, you know, either they're crazy for taking medication and people will think they're crazy for taking it, or they just don't want to. They think like medication is bad, or just lots of things that go through people's minds of why they don't want to take medication. But you know, every now and then, and it doesn't have to be permanent, but at least for a short period of time sometimes people need longer than others, but sometimes medication is necessary, especially if it's bad enough. I mean, if it's bad enough that it's affecting your daily life, then you need to talk to someone. You need to talk to someone, and you need to see about getting on some kind of medication. I've been dealing with anxiety lately, and it's been really bad, and it usually comes out in anger more than anything else. Like, especially, like, there's been times, you know, that, like, my stepson is really hyper, and sometimes every little thing that he does, it's usually nothing, just, like, ticks me off and makes me really mad, and it's not anything that I should be mad about at all, but I just snap and I get really upset over nothing, and it's usually when my anxiety is really high. And I've not really had a whole lot of issues with anxiety before. It's mostly all new, which, as you can see if you don't know me, I have a baby. She will be 11 months old in 2 days. So maybe that's what's caused it. I don't know. But from posting videos on my Facebook and my Snapchat and things like that, a lot of people have messaged me and, you know, said that they've been dealing with depression or anxiety themselves and they haven't really talked about it, or they haven't had the courage to talk to someone, or they are scared to talk to someone, or they don't want to take medication because they think it will make them crazy. Like, people will think they're crazy, or they think they're crazy, and that they just hold it in instead of talk to someone. And I know from experience that bottling things up inside is not the correct way to do things. I have dealt with depression, had a little bit of depression in high school, got through that, you know, got on some medication for a little while, then got off and I was fine. I have a daughter that I placed for adoption. She just turned 8 years old. in July. And I'm pretty sure that I got postpartum depression. And I didn't realize that that's what I was going through. Nobody, I guess, saw the signs of it, or if they did, they didn't say anything because, as we're discussing now, nobody talks about it. So I didn't find out until it was too late. In July of 2011, decided I wanted to end my own life, and I overdosed on a bunch of pain pills. Obviously, I'm okay. I wound up going to the pavilion for about a week, got on some medication, and it really scared me. I saw what it did to other people and my family and my friends and how upset they were, and it scared me because I was so close to death, and I wasn't actually ready to die at that point. Sorry, my kid's getting into everything. But I guess that was kind of my wake-up call, and ever since then, I've always talked to people if I have any kind of issues, if I'm feeling low at all, or any kind of depression, if I feel, like I said recently, I've started having anxiety, and I've been talking about it. I've been making videos and talking to people, and I've had multiple people message me about it, telling me how brave I am and strong and inspirational, that they've been dealing with it too, and they just have kept it inside. And so I just kind of wanted to make this blog to talk about mental health and how it is for real, and that if you're having any of those kinds of thoughts, like your people are better off without you, or like you're not good enough, you're worthless, any kind of like negative thoughts like that, like you need to talk to someone. Even if it's just me, or even a friend or a family member, you need to talk to someone. And medicine is really not a bad thing. I mean, like I said, every now and then your brain just needs a reset. It needs to get back to the correct levels of everything, to where you're not feeling that way anymore. Every now and then your brain just gets out of whack and just needs that medication to kind of stabilize and get everything back on track. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to want to admit that you have a problem, or that there is a problem. But it's honestly really worth it. I just started some anxiety medication recently. And so far I'm doing great. And I also take some natural supplements for it as well. And I'm doing a lot better. It's only been like, let me see, I think today's day 5 that I've taken the medication. So, it hasn't really been totally long enough. But I can already tell a difference. I'm in a lot better mood. I'm a lot happier. I don't feel so stressed and so, irritable about everything. It just seems to be helping me a lot. And I want to help other people as well. I want them to get the help that they need. I want them to have someone to talk to. I want people to understand that it's real and it happens, and it doesn't make you crazy, and it doesn't mean that you're any less different than anyone else, because I guarantee you everybody in the world goes through depression or anxiety or some other kind of something at some point in their life. It's just a lot of people don't talk about it. That's the problem. in the world is that nobody talks about it. And I just want to make this blog and talk about my life, my experiences, things I've been through, things that I know, and other people talk as well and get their feelings out there, and just to where it can be an open space, to where you can talk, you can ask me questions, you can anything. I'm here, and there's too many people in the world that don't talk about this stuff, and they just think it's gonna go away, and it doesn't. And 9 times out of 10 it gets worse. And sorry, my kid. 9 times out of 10 it gets worse, and either something bad winds up happening, like you totally blow up and just get really angry and take your emotions out on other people when you shouldn't, or sorry, my kid is like climbing all over everything. Or there's people that take their own lives. And I personally would like to, help people to talk and to realize that medication's not such a bad thing, and to get the help that they need so that they don't take their own life. Because no matter what, you're worth it. Your life is worth it. Your being, no matter who you are or what your situation is, you have worth, and you mean something to someone out there, even if it's just me. I may not know you, but you still matter. And I just want to help people, and I want them to, I guess, feel like they I just lost my train of thought. I just want people to feel like they have a safe space to go and to talk and to understand these things. And especially because, the fact that I did place my baby for adoption, and now I have another baby. I've been through postpartum depression, and that is a real thing. And a lot of women don't realize they have it, and they just let it go on. Some people have, like, disassociation with their baby, like they can't bond and connect with their baby. Some people just are irritable. Some people are just like disassociated with the world, like they don't want to do anything, they just want to be alone. There's all kinds of different signs, and if you know someone, or you are that someone that's having those thoughts, then talk to me or talk to someone, because postpartum's what I went through with my baby. And after I had my baby, and yeah, it was delayed. It took about a year after she was born for it to finally hit me, and I think that I probably had signs months before that, and I just didn't realize. I didn't know anything about postpartum. Nobody told me anything about it, and I didn't know that it was real, and that it even existed, and what it was exactly. And I want to talk to people. I want women, people in general, to know that it's real, and you're not crazy. You're totally normal. And just because you may need help doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means you're doing the right thing and taking a step in the right direction to better your life and better other people's lives as well, you know, for the fact that, okay, sorry, you know, for the fact that you're, bettering your own life, which means, you know, you may be, whatever signs you may have, you may be less irritable with others, you may be able to associate with people, you may be able to be close to your friends and your family and your baby if you have postpartum. You know, it's just better for everyone else as well as it's better for you. So, I don't know, I guess I don't really have much more else to say. I'm gonna make more blogs, you know, about this. If I get questions, I'll answer the questions. You know, I can tell you things about the things I've been through that have caused a lot of my issues. You know, I can talk to you about adoption. I can talk about anything that anybody feels like opening up and talking about. We can talk. It doesn't even have to be depression or anxiety or anything like that. If you just want to talk in general, just, you know, let me know and we'll talk. And I think pretty well on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but like I said, feel free to talk to me and get the help that you need. And thanks for listening.